Hello guys, NautoAis here, and I want to give my thoughts on a fortunate opinion of mine, and that is, oh boy, amiibo in 2025. So surprisingly, Nintendo's still supporting amiibo. However, there's a bit of a controversy. You've been following the story with everything Nintendo. Yes, stuffs are becoming very expensive, insanely expensive. It's unknown reason why. Some believe it's the tariff. And some people said it's just a market situation, market decision, which the market condition, some people say. But of course, that is still tariff. You decide whether it is or it's not. For me, let's just say maybe it is. Because the prices for this amiibo are insanely crazy, in my opinion. They were used to be so affordable. Granted, they weren't really making returns. That's why they had adjusted a bit. But now in 2025... oh my God, they're just very, very expensive. To a point, I even said on Twitter that I'm done. I like amiibo. I collect all of them. I got, to some extent, all of them that I can get in the West. Some Japanese only one I wish they can bring in the West. But if they're going to sell it for a super high price, well, oh my God, that's going to be sucky. But as of right now, I have a complete amiibo collection. But at this point on, I'm done because way too expensive. So what's going on? Of course, like I said, if you've been following Nintendo, the console's still $450, so that's fine. Is it because of the tariff? Well, some people said it could be because of the cost. I say that to some extent, it just makes sense. I don't agree with it, but it just makes sense, just like the Wii U when it first launched. Different story there. And as for the accessory, they're raising the price for $5 to $10. It's unfortunate. The dock now is like $100. It's supposed to be $90. Whatever, it is what it is there. But now, with the amiibo, oh my gosh. So Nintendo announced 4 new amiibo for the Legend of Zelda series. Basically, the 4 Sage Champion from Tears of the Kingdom. Not only that, they also revealed 3 new Street Fighter 6 characters because Street Fighter 6 is going to go in the Switch. So first of all, with the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo. So they basically announced the 4 sages there. Tulin, Yonubo, Sidon, and Riju. So if you don't know who they are, they're basically sort of the NPC supporting character for Tears of the Kingdom. They were actually in the first game. So again, spoiler a bit, but the game is really damn old. It's that this particular 4 characters are the new sages for Hyrule. Because of the story is, the king of Hyrule, way in the past, the first king, has his own sages. They're based on different races, so they're like the latest generation there. Originally, they were going to be selling for $20, but then I noticed something was changing. GameStop at first said, oh, all of this Tears of the Kingdom amiibo are $30. Walmart, then Target was $30. Best Buy for a while, it was only $20, and then changed it to $30. I'm like, yep, it's official. This is bullshit. Could be the tariff. Who knows? Yes, the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo are now $30, and they're the same size as you used to buy those other ones. Again, why? Maybe they're made in China, and of course you know the story about it. Again, it's a cluster mess. It is what it is. We just have to wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be on sale because, believe it or not, to some extent, amiibo do tend to go on sale. So patient may be the key, but if you want to get them as soon as possible, I don't know, $30. Because as of right now, in Tears of the Kingdom, you unlock with new glider patterns. And then, of course, the new game, The Legend of Zelda Age of Imprisonment, maybe some exclusive item, but we just have to wait and see because that game's not going to come out until December of 2025. So if you notice, you go to the retail, besides their $30, as of right now of this recording, you can still pre-order them because no normal person who loves amiibo will pay $30 a pop for this. Imagine that. $30 times 4. That's $120 there already. Oh my gosh. Yes, selling amiibo for $13, from what I understand, they weren't really making a lot of money. They are making like $1 or $2. Doesn't make sense. You shouldn't. That's why they raised the price to $16 because they were at least getting more. And what's happening now is that it depends on how much resources is being used for an amiibo. The price do vary. Like I said, Zelda and Lawful was $25 because you got 2 figure in an amiibo. Ganondorf is $20 because it's a bit bigger. Detective Pikachu is a Kaiju Pikachu amiibo. And of course, Yarn Yoshi was $40 because, well, it's a giant yarn, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But remember, Iwata did admit that depends on how much the research is being used on an amiibo, it could be expensive. Case in point, Kirby, probably not because it's just a pink ball. But if you look at Lucina and Robin, apparently there was a lot of research put in to a point that even Iwata had to mention that unfortunately with those two particular amiibo, they weren't getting anything, like to some extent probably within cents for returns. Yeah, at least they were getting something. But again, you want more, that's better. So that's why they're raising those prices. $20, I would be acceptable to some extent for $20 because, yes, maybe because of inflation, material, whatever. But $30, my God, that sucks. And for me, unfortunate to some extent, but because I have a Best Buy certificate that was going to expire, couldn't really find a game that I want for a cheap price. I said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to get one of them. At least I'm going to pay $20. And I chose Sidon for me because I just like the guy when I play the game. The guy's cool in my book. So he has double Trident. I mean, that's just me. Because I know if I could, I would probably get Unobo because it's big. But as of right now, for whatever reason, you cannot pre-order Unobo. But you can get the other three. And I just chose, Sidon. I like the guy. He's cool. Reminds me sort of a Vega of Tears of the Kingdom, but it is what it is there. So, yeah, so that's probably to some extent a spoiler teaser of my Amiibo get to some extent. I don't even know if I'm even going to do that segment because how am I going to be able to get this Amiibo for that expensive? I'm not a rich bastard, and I don't believe $30 for this Amiibo are worth it. I'm sorry. I got enough Amiibo. This is just ridiculous. Furukawa, shame on you. You're toying with the Amiibo fans. Maybe. But if you think that's bad, if you heard the other news, Street Fighter 6 Amiibo are $40. $10 more than Kaiju Detective Pikachu. And yeah, they are a bit bigger than a standard Amiibo, but oh my gosh, $40 for this shit? Are you serious? Oh my god. So if I were like an Amiibo fanatic, I don't even know if I can get all of them. 120. And then you got $40 times 3. That's like $280. That's $280 for all those Amiibo if you want to get them at one go. But shit. That's crazy. $40. I mean, they even showed it is bigger than Ryu and Ken from Smash Brothers. But shit, that is so expensive. Oh my goodness. The figures are good. But $40? I don't think so. I'm sorry to say. That's crazy. Oh boy. And then, of course, they also have a $40 Street Fighter 6 starter card. So, I think it's like they said 26 cards in a starter pack. So, if you do $40 divided by 26, I think people said like something like $1 or $2 per card. I mean, that one maybe kind of makes sense. But for the Amiibo, oh shit, no, hell no. For the Zelda one, I would accept $20 each. If they were $20, I would buy them for the Zelda one. As for the Street Fighter, if they were $30, maybe, but I'm going to have to get them the longer because I'm not buying a lot. They're very expensive now. They're insanely expensive. It's crazy there. Yeah, so if you've been wondering, if you're noticing, yes, I'm on the side of, I'm an Amiibo fan. I'm sick in the head because I have all the Amiibo as of right now, but I cannot get them at that price. It's insanely expensive. Oh my goodness, that is so crazy. Even like I said, as of right now, if you go to any retail online, you can still pre-order them because no normal Amiibo fan will get them in that price. It's insane. Like I said, I'm a bit open. If the Sages were $20 each, maybe. I'm saying that maybe. But $20, at least that's okay. It's a compromise. You get your returns, and it's still sort of affordable. And since the Street Fighter Amiibo are a bit bigger, $30. But as of right now, I don't know. And I don't know if they even mentioned it on the financial report. Because I know Furukawa did mention about tariff, and a bit of a side note. He did say that it depends on the tariff situation. And yes, at this point or now, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, tariff is affecting Nintendo. It depends on what happened. They got no problem raising the price. So it's going to be sucky if the Switch 2 suddenly, like within a year, it's not $450 anymore. Now it's going to be like $600 because of tariff. Yeah, kiss my ass there. I'm not getting it. You don't even have a system-wide achievement. What the hell? Okay, so, but yeah, they didn't mention anything about amiibo prices, but it is kind of ridiculous. But we have to wait and see what happened after June 5th. So maybe during the holidays, there's going to be some sort of sale on this amiibo. Just have to be patient about it. And hopefully from there, we'll just see what happens. But right now, for those price, oh shit, that is very expensive. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I even said on Twitter, like I said, I'm done. I can't get them unless I have some sort of coupon, certificate, or they're in sale. I'm not getting them for that price. It's insane. It's sucky. So what's going to happen with that segment with Amiibo Get? Well, I can tell you about Shutdown because I pre-ordered it. That's it. But for the rest, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. So anyway, there you go. My thoughts on the Amiibo's insane price. Again, is it a tariff? Maybe, because it's made in China. Maybe. Just have to wait and see. So with that, I'll see you guys later.